Hello everybody, and welcome back to episode 36 of the Savage Lands Season 2, where we got a new artifact in the making right when we start, and we're going to progress a little bit down here in Hell yet again, but the biggest thing that I have in mind for today is that I want to do a new descent downstairs here, because I'm really sick and tired of how we're doing things currently. So let's change that a little bit. Also, I recently came up with a question towards myself: why not just dump water on top of all this and create a safe space? So you see, I'm full of ideas, and let's get started with these. But first off, let's make sure that our artifact maker got everything he requires. So the other thing, which is going to be the major feature of today's episode, is going to be a new staircase into the adamantine mines, because I grew very tired of that inefficient way of dealing with things. So we're going to have to go all the way downstairs. The real big problem I got with this is we almost have no intel about what's going to be there in between, so that mining ops is going to be a big adventure, because we're going to discover the southern area of the map of the caverns, where we so far have almost no information about, so it's going to be quite an interesting venue. I really look forward to that. Meanwhile, our furnace operator has access to all the materials he requires. It's actually quite relieving to me, and he begun a mysterious construction. I am, in all regards, relieved. Okay, so down here we're currently just letting the lava evaporate, and I figured if there is a watery chamber right around the corner, heck, let's just dig through that. Let's just not take any unnecessary time for that, because I think I was taking things a little bit too unnecessarily complicated there. I think we should be using the water we got. I think we really should do so. The walled kingdoms have returned, so that means our military has a new report for us, because of course we will keep destroying those filthy goblin settlements down there. So we captured another 11 big dogs. Hell yeah. So I'm going to populate hell down here with beak dogs. That's the big plan, All the beak dogs that we got will be living down here, basically. Well, not all of them, but quite a lot of them. I also see here a disturbing amount of bunnies. So we really have to take care of these. I think the problem is just that I forgot to neuter a few of these in between, so let's cut back on our livestock. I don't want to slaughter the llama though, because these are actually really useful. Unlike the horses and the other animals, they are actually providing wool for us, so I'm gonna keep them. So there's so many beak dogs by now in here. Those rabbits, they are yeah, I got 4 females, so let's cut that a bit lower here. These rabbits have to go as well, so oh my god, they're everywhere. All right, so let's see, and there's even more, but these are pets, so yeah, let's see. This should take care of the most recent animal explosion of our city here, and let's get down and destroy the next settlement right away. This war has only begun, we've just begun here. All right, so let's do a little bit of science, shall we? Science is always fun. So we're going to go, probably not this one. And we created a steel high boot here. Huzzah. So let's check that thing out. It's his own family heirloom, so we have to wait until he dies. Well, okay. There's nothing special on it, but it's worth a really, really majestic amount of money. So, well, let's monitor our newest excavation project here a little bit too. All right, things are going along quite nicely here. Because last episode I took a dive with my people here, and I was obviously quite shocked when I discovered how much of a extra detour my dwarves had to take to get where they want to go, and that is no good. You know, that is no good. So let's see. So far, so good. So far, we seem to have struck a pillar that we can go through. So I'm pausing the game a little bit further. Yeah, well, we have so many layers to go that I don't need to assign any more. Okay, well, the thing is, this map has a insanely deep layer 1 of the caverns. So layer 1 of the caverns is somewhere around -100 around. That's the bottom layer of this whole thing. So, well, I probably should just take this all the way down to here. Because most likely there's not going to be anything. Oh, wait a sec. Did we just... Yeah. So, yeah, it happened. It just happened what I anticipated. So, yeah, the whole mining shaft is no longer workable. So now we have to find a way around. So that pillar, yeah, it seems to be solid. Okay. And that's how these things grow less efficient over time, you know? Okay. So we now go all the way downstairs, 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 downstairs. Okay. It's looking good so far. And, yeah, well, let's see. If possible, we want to have it like that. And now, of course, the other thing that I want to do here is, you know, I want to connect that staircase as quick as possible with the remaining mining ops, because there's really not much of a good excuse here to not connect it directly, you know? So... Okay. So let's check it out. From this point on, let's scroll upwards. And that would end us here. Alright. That's a bit of a bad spot. So we go... Ah, no, I missed the spot. I hate it, okay. So we need to go one layer down. Okay, I think now we got the right spot. Yeah, now we got the right spot. So let's adjust that. So this will now be a hopefully pretty direct approach to the whole scenery here. Of course, we now have to make another staircase here, but tell you what, I don't care about a 6-on-6 staircase, in all honesty. It's not that bad. Okay, what a project, you know, but I think it is a very, very important project for us, because this whole thing will increase the efficiency of our operations down here tremendously. All right, so there's officially water behind that thing, so, you know, let's use that. Let's use that water. So, look at that! Mr. Merchant Flame again. He seems to like carving fortifications, you know? Seems to be just his thing. Alright, so let's just hope that the magnanimous plan here will work. So, this is yet again a pretty harmless Forgotten Beast. And it's sitting on layer 3 here. So, well, we're going to lock the door here for now, and let's see if we get any battle report of that thing. Sadly, my military is on the move, so I'm not currently able to do something about it, you know? So, quite often these types of Forgotten Beasts are... Yeah, this guy's already seriously injured. His leg is already gone. I mean, this guy is consisting out of ash. That's not exactly the most durable type of material. So, well, let's see how many... There we go. He was beaten by a Grundle. How that thing actually was able to be a menace for anybody, little do I know. But it ain't much of my concern either. Alright. Let's just hope that this extra staircase will work out. That would be brilliant. So... Although we probably would need to get close to our... Well, probably we need to readjust that a little bit, but, well, we'll see about that. Whatever makes the pathing faster is really, really pleasing to me. I'm a little bit concerned that the Magma Sea will nope me out here. So, Bridal Seduce destroyed. Wonderful news, man. So, bit of useless loot here yet again. So, Tapered Wraiths shall fall next. Alright, we're making excellent progress here. Let's see, are all the Beak Dogs assigned yet? Nah, they're not. So, I am somewhat tempted to just unleash all those Beak Dogs on the Divine Servant there, and just see if the Divine Servant can take care of those Beak Dogs or not. But, well, I'm somewhat concerned that the Beak Dogs will win. Won't win. Migrants? So this is this weird occurrence when your military is on the move, and the game's like, oh, you're low on dwarves. Let me help. So, well, weird, but whatever. We got a few more pets here. The pasture here is a nightmare. I gotta get rid of a few of those horses. Cannot go on like this. It's just too many animals by now. And I think I should have taken action way earlier, but here you see we got... I just noticed that we got so many horses on the pasture there. Nobody needs those. It would be at least llamas. So let's cull the herd a little bit, shall we? Yeah, who needs these rabbits after all? Alright, this will result in a ungodly amount of meat in the fortress, but, you know, that ain't necessarily a bad thing. Yep, just like I thought. The water is just working out as a lore filler. So we're going to take advantage out of that, of course, you know? So I just realized that I could have had a way easier life here altogether. So obviously we created a couple of new obsidian walls that didn't exist before. Fun. Well, we're going to carve these out, and, well, here we go. So let's see how our fun project has gone so far. Oh no, I messed things up. I don't want to raid Tabor Graves. I want to raise this place. Good thing that I noticed before. We went wrong there. So obviously I cannot put these guys on a new job there. Sad. Okay. So I'm a little bit weirded out by this, but let's see. I hope these guys will return soon. I just cancelled their job a moment after I issued the job. This might be a little bit confusing. Okay, so let's see if that'll work out as I think it does, but I'm pretty sure it does. So we're going to rip out these floor plates here, and to go even further, we're going to channel out that thing. Yeah, something like that. Ah, yeah, military comes back. Okay. If you see a wild change of jobs, you're usually doing it right. Okay, so let's see. Things are so far looking quite good. The biggest concern of mine is connecting that whole behemoth at the end of the road, but actually worked out. So, well, at this point, I'm not particularly optimistic that we're not getting noped out by the Enviants, but, well, let's see. Worst case scenario, we got to dig this whole thing from here. Okay, let's see. These should be quite okay blueprints to work with now. Okay, so we got 2 squads that are idling right now, so let's just get on over with the next mission, you know? We're making excellent progress. I still am a little bit torn when it comes down to the question how we will deal with the rest of this, you know? Partially, I just want to say, well, there's a couple of fortresses left. We haven't been able to cleanse them out, and that's that. But partially, I am also not happy with that, you know? Obviously, my military is slaughtering some Grundles on their way out. I always love when they do that. It's my pleasure, you know? Alright. So far, so good. My miners still take way too long to arrive at the scene, but I'm pretty sure that with the improvements, this will be very, very soon no problem anymore. Look at that. Oh, man. We got such beautiful amounts of valuable gemstone here. So now let's try if this won't work out. So we're going to make that a pond. There we go. Boom, water. Water this. And we can, of course, tear down these walls as well. No biggie. Alright, the most exciting part is now to see whether or not this will be connecting. If this connects, oh, I'm so happy, you know? Then all my problems are gone. And we can just have a pretty quick access to the entire thing there. Whoa, 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 whoa. That ain't good. Woodcutters and Grundles shouldn't be fighting. But then again, you know, woodcutters are actually pretty good with that, but not this one. Alright, so seems like we have yet another little Grundle invasion here. I just realized they dirty, rotten amount of these in the cage traps. So the walled kingdoms have returned. That's good. All right. So, oh, this is looking good, friends. This looks as if we get the direct connection. Oh boy. So damp stone located. Okay, we have a cancellation there. But I don't really bother about that. So we can actually delete that branch here. Nobody needs that anymore. And I think that branch up here is also going to be redundant. It looks as if we can directly connect that. Oh yeah. That's good. That's so good. So now we can just connect it like that in the end, and we got a nice and quick direct connection to the rest of the mine. Okay. This will speed up any mining process in the future tremendously, and that's why I felt like we totally had to do this ASAP, you know. Alright, so let's see if that works out as I imagine that it does. So here is a blank spot behind. So Grundle is fighting with a forgotten beast. Okay. Okay. So how's my wood stockpile? Empty as usual. What are they doing with all that wood, I sometimes ask myself, you know? I am constantly restocking, and it feels as if it is a never-ending fight where I'm fighting an uphill battle, you know? Ugh. Yeah. So many animals. And an adopted animal has to be neutered. Alright. So I really hope that we're going to get some buckets into this area here soon. Well. But I think with all the things that I learned from this thing here, we will be processing for the next layers much, much faster. Alright, so let's see. Devil Twisted has been destroyed, and Tapered Wraith has been not destroyed yet. Oh, what a pity. So, don't tell me we got more beak dogs. I'm totally not willing to get to adopt any more beak dogs. If we really get more of these, I really need to release the Spirit Lasher. I don't know. So, Forgotten Beasts are fighting. That's none of my bigger concerns. And the next mission has returned. Yeah, right. So, as soon as they are returning, we are going to issue the next. So, did I forget something? No, I didn't. I bet we're, again, out of buckets. I wonder where all those buckets get lost at, you know. So, turns out this isn't as easily done as the last one, right? That's interesting. It's quite intriguing. So, let's assign a couple of people here with a new job here. Let's add a new work detail. So first off, well, we're going to deactivate the haulers here for this experiment because I'm really curious. So water hauling is going to be a major thing now, and well, hopefully I have enough buckets at my hand. If not, this whole plan here will be for naught. But let's just bring up a huge bucket brigade here. Now let's see. I mean, there was at least one bucket already in use here, so I do see a certain chance that things might work out. Because I'm really, really curious to see if it is just simply possible or if it is very, very complicated and does take a long time. It does seem to me that every bucket of water is lowering the magma count a little bit. Well, let's see if we can ultimately defeat the magma this way. I mean, this would be a quite fun thing. So Tapered Wraiths has a very, very low populace by now. So, let's see, Jackal Clenches. This is a fortress, we're not going to touch that thing. And let's see, let's try it like that. Worker Hex, Raising, and Tapered Wraith. Wait a sec. Ah, the Walled Kingdoms are open for that one. Here we go. So, yeah, we're running a tight ship here, you know. And let's put up another one of these zones and see. I mean, at the end of the day, if it does take long, that's not really a big tragic thing. Because, you know, we do benefit a lot by that, in my opinion. Okay, so let's go one more down. Alright. So I'm going to cancel that project here, because that seems like a fool's errand to me. And we're going to leave it like that with this one hole here as an experiment. Because that's actually a pretty brilliant experiment there. So one of my woodcrafters has been missing for a week. I bet that those grundles play a part in that. I bet they do. Alright, so, well, as much as I wish I could drown that thing there in magma, I can't. We're going to open that chamber now. Because this is practically all that stands between me and the next layer of this. And in the meantime, we're going to try out if this works out as intended. But I'm afraid that if we do this via the bucketing method, we're going to require 7 buckets per tile. But nope, look at that. Turned into obsidian cavern floor. That's interesting. So if there are too many tiles involved, it doesn't work anymore. We have to do more science in that regard. But most importantly, we're going to have some fun now with opening up that thing here. Oh, wait a second. Well, whatever. Alright, so actually one of my miners is doing this job this time. This is going to be the biggest magma pocket that we opened so far. But since we're going diagonally, it's going to be no risk whatsoever. There we go. It's gonna take a while until this thing has been filled out, and yeah, here. I'm just refilling that little pocket there. Silly old me, but whatever. It's not that much of a big deal. Walled Kingdoms have returned. Did you destroy Tapered Wraiths? Oh, come on, guys. Are you kidding me? You're not able to destroy a hamlet with less than 10 goblins in it? Sometimes I really don't understand what the hell's taking so long. But let's see. Did you at least... Alright, you looted a kangaroo bone instrument. Good. Brilliant. Oh no, we have incinerated a masterwork bucket. That's actually a loss. Oh well. We can deal with that, I guess. So, the biggest good news here is that we successfully managed to get that under control here, my friends. This is no longer a problem. We got this. We have a pretty direct approach to the deepest layers now. Our miners will take so much time less to get to their jobs. I really feel like this might have been a little bit of a chore, but I think it pays off. I think this job here is one of those that we're going to notice quite a lot. So let's see. The raid worker hex. I didn't I didn't tell you to raid. I misclicked. Yeah, well, alright. So they took quite some interesting things from there. Actually, I'm quite interested about, or I find it quite curious that we actually managed to raid a zinc bar, but that was not exactly what I had on my mind. So let's just leave it like that. And the daggers of watching can take a time off here. Okay, my good friends, we're going to continue our adventures in the next episode. I hope that we're going to breach one layer deeper soon. I mean, things are looking good now. I mean, I have now access to this area here, and there's quite a lot of open space that we can work with, and I really am looking forward to work with that. So feel free to drop me your comments down below. I really am eager to hear from you guys. This is a recipe for a disaster. And leave a thumbs up on that video if you'd be so kind. I'd be very delighted. A subscription would be also very nice. Just hit the bell button if you want to stay notified in the future. And yeah, I'm really happy that you're still around, if you are still around with the series. And if you're new here, you can just check out the playlist link in the bottom section of the description box, leading you to the very first episodes of the Savage Lands. So yeah, I'll see you guys all next time when we're going to destroy more goblin villages and hopefully one day breach deep enough to gather some of that sweet adamantine. Until then, have a wonderful day and see you soon.